Just imagine, it's Friday evening and you're still glued to your laptop, typing away furiously while your friends are out enjoying their weekend. Sound familiar? Welcome to the hustle, the grind, the never-ending cycle of work, and you guessed it, more work. But at what cost? You're missing out on quality time with loved ones. You can't remember the last time you pursued a hobby, and your stress levels are through the roof. Work-life balance, that elusive concept, seems like a myth, doesn't it? But it's not a unicorn, folks. It's real and it's important. In our fast-paced, always-on culture, maintaining a healthy equilibrium between work and personal life is vital for our well-being. Without it, we risk burnout, strained relationships, and a host of health issues. Sounds pretty grim, right? But here's the silver lining. You're not alone, and it's not your fault. We're all navigating this together. The struggle is real, but remember, it doesn't have to be this way. You've probably heard the usual advice for achieving work-life balance. Quit your job, move to a tropical island, or become a yoga guru. But let's be real, that's not practical for most of us. Typical advice seems to come straight out of a Hollywood script, doesn't it? And don't even get me started on those productivity books. They have you believing that the secret to achieving balance is waking up at 4 in the morning and putting in an 80-hour work week. Now, unless you're part robot, you're bound to crash and burn with that routine. It's like trying to sprint a marathon. It's just not sustainable. I remember when I tried to follow this advice. Let's just say, it didn't end well. My coffee maker and I became too close for comfort, and my bed began to feel like a long-lost friend. So, if quitting your job or waking up at 4 a.m. isn't the answer, what is? The truth is, achieving work-life balance isn't about drastic changes. It's about making small, sustainable adjustments in your daily routine and mindset. Let's dive into the 5 key steps to achieving work-life balance. First, prioritize and protect your free time. The world won't stop spinning if you switch off your work phone at 6 in the evening. Trust me, treat your personal time like a business meeting, set a schedule and stick to it. Remember, time is a non-renewable resource. Once it's gone, you can't get it back. Next, learn to say no without feeling guilty. You're not a superhero, despite what your boss might want you to believe. It's essential to set realistic expectations and resist the urge to overcommit. The next time you're asked to take on a task that would stretch you too thin, try saying, "I would love to help, but I'm currently focused on other priorities." Now let's talk about unplugging and disconnecting. The constant ping of emails and messages can be incredibly draining. Establish no email or phone times and stick to them. It's okay to disconnect. Your mental health will thank you, and you'll be more productive in the long run. Fourth, make time for self-care. You can't pour from an empty cup, so put on your own oxygen mask first. Whether it's going for a run, reading a book, or simply sitting quietly with a cup of tea, taking care of your physical and mental health is crucial. It's not selfish, it's necessary. Finally, don't be afraid to ask for help and support. Achieving work-life balance can be challenging, and it's okay to ask for help. Communicate your needs with your loved ones and your managers. If you need to work from home one day a week or adjust your schedule to accommodate personal commitments, speak up. You might be surprised at how understanding people can be when you express your needs. These 5 steps are not a magic formula, but they can guide you towards a healthier and more balanced life. It's about making small, manageable changes that add up over time. And remember, it's okay to take baby steps. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a perfect work-life balance. Now, I challenge you to implement one small change in your routine based on these steps. Perhaps it's setting a strict end to your workday, or scheduling some me time into your week. Whatever it is, make the change and see the difference it can make. Remember, work-life balance isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. It's about finding what works for you. Now that you know the real deal about work-life balance, it's time to put it into action. Remember, achieving this balance is about making small, sustainable changes. It's not an overnight miracle. So, whether it's prioritizing and protecting your free time, learning to say no without feeling guilty, unplugging and disconnecting from work, making time for self-care, or asking for help and support, pick one area to focus on first. Start with one little step. Maybe it's setting a firm boundary around your work hours, or maybe it's scheduling some me time in your calendar. Whatever it is, take that step and see how it impacts your life. We're all in this together, so let's learn from each other. Share your experiences and tips in the comments. We'd love to hear what works for you. Don't forget to subscribe for more life-improving advice. And remember, work-life balance is a journey, not a destination. Happy balancing!